Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. I have a lot of ambitions. I've started a new session, but one of them is to get control of Bikaner. We can't quite, I don't know if that's pronounced correctly, but it is what it is. We can't quite do that right now immediately, but we'll get there pretty soon. Japan declares Joseon to be their rival. That's fine. And the reason we can't do that, well, we can do it actually pretty much right now. Yeah, 11 infamy, and we've currently got 13.9. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, so that'll give us 11 infamy. Go ahead and confirm that. They've refused. They have not much of an army, so we'll just go ahead and grab the 8th Turkish army and we'll put them in place. And I don't think we'll need to worry about that too much. So we'll continue going with other things. Get our market aligned properly. We're still short on... Who in our... Japan is still using early ship types. Well, we can import some of these. That's just the trade interface not working. Hold on. Import Man of Wars from Bengal. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Wow, a lot of these former British puppets have become independent over time. And if we continue to grab... there's analytic philosophy. I'm going to go ahead and change our universities over to the new method. This is going to produce additional innovation at the cost of additional paper. Har, har. Theoretically, if I could get control of Bombay, maybe through some kind of trade, I could have an in to possibly take over these small powers. Nepal and Tibet have an alliance, but I could also go that way if I can turn the Sikh Empire into a puppet, which I can do. Then I could have access to Burma, Bhutan, Nepal, and Sikkim that way. So that'd be interesting. I haven't given up on my ambitions in Southeast Asia. We're still working on that. Portugal. Portugal is revolting, and the British Republic is not in any position to actually fight them because it doesn't have much of an army. And has been completely taken over by its own revolt. So I think it is pretty likely that that Portugal is going to fall to communism right now. Which means... they don't give me anything other than obligations. We'll leave it. Portugal's not a threat to me. In fact, if Portugal goes communist, that might even open an opportunity for us to go ahead and grab Mozambique from them. Which would be nice, because a lot of the European powers would basically ignore it. Although I'm at pretty high infamy for that, but anyway, we'll see how that goes. Let's take a quick look at our market. What else do we need? We're still pretty short on engines overall, although we're over on engines. But we can always export more of those. Everybody needs them. So let's go ahead and build up some motor industries, why don't we? We still have... well, the AI is still expanding some. You know what? I think it might be time to switch them all. Oh gosh, that's going to cost so much oil. How much oil have we got? Nope, can't flex oil up that much. In fact, we still have increases we need to make to the oil industry because we're not outputting as much oil as we could be. Kerman needs to have its oil resources exploited, as does Borneo, Oman, Indian deserts, Aceh, and South Sumatra. Let's go ahead and max that out. Because this number is, yeah, 23k in trade routes. That's there's a lot of people buying our oil at this time in history, which I'm glad of, because Denmark continues to draw closer to their protector, the United Sovereign Archduchy. That embargo doesn't matter that much to me. Let's see. Senegal is targeting Karta. Don't need to worry about that. This is us, and this is... Here's a revolution going on in Siam. Unfortunately, I can't reach there, or I would offer them support, but I can't actually get there. Sad. If I could walk through Italian territory, I would be able to help, but I cannot. Alas. Two arms. I had a trade route to them. I think I just added that like a silly person who doesn't know what's going on. So we'll go ahead and close that out. This trade route's no good. A lot of these ones that are close to zero, I just tend to leave. I think they're generally quite reasonable to keep. An aristocratic revolt in Kanak. Kanak is where? Oop. Siam back down. Siam has become Siam. An oligarchic parliamentary republic with a command economy. Interesting. And the British Republic has... Yes, okay, so... They were a presidential republic, but now they're a council republic. But okay, so these are the interest groups that were heading up the rebel Britain. So, did they go communist during the war? They must have. That's bananas. But I'm sure they were a presidential republic before. But they did have a command economy. That's wild. That's really wild. So, what's going on in Portugal? This is a front in the Portuguese Civil War that many will recognize from Hearts of Iron 4, where this is kind of where the front shows up. And if this is anything like Hearts of Iron 4, cybernetic state. This is a government type where the country is ruled by a council of professionals appointed by representatives of the technical organs of the socialist state. Oh, this is a communist technocracy. So, Portugal is going to win this if Hearts of Iron 4 is any indication. We have indeed won our war here against Bikaner, so that'll be fine. So we'll see what happens with Portugal. I think with Britain having finished its civil war, it is likely that they will win this war. Let's see if their debt is increasing or decreasing, though. It's decreasing. Alright, so their finances are not completely borked. So that's fine. I do have insufficient construction for the investment pool, so let's also go ahead and build us up some construction industry. Canada. So war goal of return Russian cars. We back them in a diplomatic play against Russia. Oh. What is this? They want independence. How very interesting. A technocratic monarchy with a command economy. Quite curious. An enlightened despotate, ruled by a philosopher king. Philosopher King Jacques Garneau. This is a tempting offer. So if I fight Russia, they're likely to call in Austria-Hungary and Great Qing. But that won't necessarily be a problem for me. But Russian Kars is a tiny territory. No thanks. I don't. That's not a good deal for Turkey. Not right now. Sorry, Canada. Get someone in Europe to do it. I mean, we're in Europe. We've got parts of Europe. But our concern is primarily not Europe. Obligation? No. If I wanted to be... Yeah, I can't... I don't want to take more infamy right now. I'm already a little low on influence from all the relation improving that I'm currently doing. I'm going to leave this one alone. I'm going to leave this alone, Canada. Canada, get someone else. Hey, there's flash freezing. Wonderful. There's refrigerated rail cars, which... I'm going to switch over to livestock ranches. Actually... Alright. Just want to get rid of that notification. Could also go to electric fences where possible. Exempt any that are not good. How are we doing overall in available labor? We have got plenty of labor available. So that's pretty solid, particularly in Trabzon. I think it's time to build up a new army. Well, also Ordusu is a pretty solid, medium-sized army. Austria-Hungary sides with Russia. On the other hand, Austria-Hungary is in this. Could I offer support to try to get a state in Austria-Hungary? Like Austro-Hungary and Montenegro. I could. Then I could finally have all of Montenegro. This would throw some infamy my way. Oh man, the temptation is high, though. Getting dollar signs in my eyes. Let's do it. They've said yes. Wonderful. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that for now. Alright, so that has made us quite short on influence, and that's costing us prestige. So, we're going to cancel some of these relation improvements. I think we're not actually improving relations with Bengal. Some of these protectorates we're pretty good on. Java, Baroda, Kutch. And the Sikh Empire we're good with, right? Yes. And that's Brunei. And where's Brunei once again? Well, this is embarrassing. I just conquered them not too long ago. You're that sliver of New Guinea. Alright. That's got us good on influence. And our influence went down because we ticked up in infamy just a bit. So, but we got a little bit of authority available, so let's go ahead and throw in a consumption tax, and we'll put that on fine art. Alright, so, Anatolia Ordosu we're placing on this front. Rumeli Ordosu we'll place on this front. And I think... Alright, Afghanistan is not in this, I don't think, because this is not a front. Constantine Ordosu... Actually, 6th Turkish Army we'll put over here. Hausa Ordosu we'll put over here. And then we'll leave the Constantine Ordosu right where it is. 8th Turkish Army we'll place... Beautiful. Keep them in reserve for now. Alright, force comparison in Austria-Hungary is looking very good. Brazil is damaging relations. Brazil, why would you do this? But our relations are so good. Brazil, how could you do this? It's just, what's a little infamy? What's a little infamy between world powers? I'm a world power. You're a world power. What are all these enemy divisions doing moving through my territory? This is not all right. In any case, let me double check my armies, make sure I've got everyone on offensive mode, and then I've got enough command capacity for all of these forces. Yes, alright, we're good. And Austria-Hungary is damaging relations. Well, Austria-Hungary, why don't you dial it back a little bit? It's just a little war. What's a little war between friends? I say to you, sir, what is a little war between friends? So, how's our market looking now? We're still a little short on cars. Honestly, we're really solid on most things. We could use some more electronics industries. We've got full employment on our electronics industries in Ankara, don't we? We're very, very close. Let's go ahead and expand these up to 50. Russia wants Sinai, but that doesn't seem reasonable. 2 arms. And that's a bunch of our trade routes getting silly. Alright, we got fleets in place. Where's my other fleet? Over here. Probably should have put this somewhere in the west. That's okay, though. Interesting. We are winning battles here mostly, but the force comparison is not the greatest. In fact, they have some occupation in cars already. Interesting. Let's go ahead and actually put these armies on defense for the moment. We'll wear them out. I'm actually really surprised that our force comparison is negative over here. But we'll wear them out, and then we'll get what we want to get. I think we've got a hold of Montenegro at this point. It's a little hard to tell, but I think we're good to go with that. We're definitely winning on this front. So with that popping off in the way in which it is, we should be able to get what we need. We are winning in naval battles here. Scotland wants defensive pact. I'm going to go ahead and accept. There's mass surveillance. And that is, I think, the end of the tech tree. So we've gotten everything we wish to get. And that's pretty solid. Let's go ahead and let's increase the size of these armies. We definitely need some additional forces. And it'll be good to have additional forces in the long term. I'm going to throw 10 levels in Eastern Thrace. We'll just go up to 11 just for the sake of... And we'll throw another 10 levels in Aleppo. And then we'll do 10 levels of heavy tanks as well. And we'll go up to 15 levels of heavy tanks. We'll do 15 levels of heavy tanks and 5 levels of light tanks. I don't know if that'll necessarily affect this war, but it'll be what it is. Okay, we are winning over here, despite our blunder. Winning here. They're winning in this battle, even though we're on the defense. Gosh, this force comparison is not great, friends. Okay, we are continuing to win battles here. We have begun winning battles, and we are pressing forward here. So, I think having gotten... Let's let this battle sort itself out. We've got fleet leaders doing all the things here, so we should be able to win battles. Where primarily are we losing convoys? Mostly in the Western Mediterranean. We've got a guy escorting convoys over there, and we've got carriers in that zone. Alright. Let's throw some extra units in Rumeli or so. $50, $60, $70, $35. Let's throw some extra mechanized infantry in. We'll pull those from available labor in these areas here. Oh, we're still working on these electrics industries. You know what? Let's go ahead and put the troops in first. Then we'll get those industries building up. I don't necessarily... I could raise my conscripts. Actually, I'm going to raise my conscripts. I thought I wasn't gonna, but I'm gonna. Last time we went up against Russia and Austria-Hungary, it was kind of a joke. These battles are mostly going well for us. I'm going to set us to defense at this point over here. Because I think I've gotten the territories I wish to get, and the force comparison is looking less good. Our force comparison over here is still looking pretty rough. But we're continuing to have very solid, we are losing a little territory, though. They've got a hold of Trabzon, which I am concerned about. Canadian forces are helping us win over here. And Canada is winning overall. So let's ask ourselves here now. Who's likely to bail? Austria-Hungary is partially occupied by us. They're pretty likely to bail. Our war support is decreasing very slowly. Russia's war support is also decreasing significantly. And most of that's due to the fact that they keep losing battles against me. So I'm hoping that by using our high-tech forces and continuing to mostly pay attention to defense, that we'll be able to do what we need to do. And with our conscripts getting built up and our armies increasing in size overall, I'm hoping we can get what we need to get relatively effectively. And I'm just doing some small increases. Ooh, actually got quite a bit of labor available in Blue Nile. Let's get some tankers from there. Kordofan 2. Have some extra heavy tanks. And then I think Hassa Ordosu we're going to keep the same size because we're going to use that for naval invasions that we need to have serious naval invasions in. 6th Turkish Army, let's go ahead and get some more infantry. I think we've got some labor available in Oman. I'm wrong, but there's plenty in Yemen. That's right, Trucial Coast and Oman, we're trying to fill up the oil industries over there. And then we'll grab some more heavy tanks in various areas as well. And I think we're going to need an infrastructure expansion throughout the empire in a lot of these low infrastructure areas. I know Trucial Coast has got a lot. Actually, Trucial Coast I probably don't need to increase because of they don't have a fully employed railway. Yeah, that's what's happening. Peru-Bolivia is damaging relations as well. Sorry, I didn't need to close that out. That was done. Yemen, Kerman obviously needs... Oops. Goofed up and didn't increase the ones in Ankara. Whoopsie doodle. Middle Egypt, definitely. Lower Egypt, absolutely. Fars. Very good. Blue Nile. Mazandaran. Thessaly. Syria. Hejaz, Dongola, Upper Egypt. Oh, and there's a big shortage in Hold up. Is Equatoria short on labor? Probably. But the railway there is fully employed, so let's build up the railway. This revolt is happening where geographically? That's the thing we've got to figure out. No, the Brunei area. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the 8th Turkish Army and put them in place there. It's unfortunate that I have to pull them off the main front, but it's got to be done. Because this front is not going to cost me anything, but the other front very well may. Oh, we're low on organization here. This guy is courageous. Not this guy. This guy is courageous. That was a mistake. A donation of knowledge. Kazim Koshale has offered to spend some of their personal wealth to fund the creation of a university in Fars. This will likely give the industrialists some influence. The Kazim Koshale University will be a proud bastion of learning in these times of rapid progress, where knowledge truly is powerful. A wonderful idea. Or no, we can't give them a platform. That makes the industrialists mad. It doesn't bother me if the industrialists get a little stronger, but also, like, I don't need a university right now. I'm maxed out on tech. So, this war is overall going very well for us. My war support is starting to dip, but Austria-Hungary, for example, is completely bailed out with no capacity for, unless they can get back Montenegro, which they cannot. I'm feeling extremely confident in my ability to simply hold. Oh, I got this army still pressing forward. We'll set them to defend as well. I completely goofed up there. One of these guys needs a promotion. These guys are all communists. This guy's a royalist, but he aligns with the Sunni Ulema. This guy's an ethno-nationalist, but he's 80 years old. Tell you what, we'll give promotions to all the other guys, and hopefully that'll balance things out some, and then, hopefully... Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you're mostly able to deal with this aristocratic revolt yourself, Bengal, because I am in the middle of a mega war. I'll send the 8th Turkish Army to deal with that once it happens, though. All right. I actually have great confidence in my ability to win that war. Because this war, I think, is actually definitely going my way. Does Russia have war support protection right now? They don't. Alright, so as long as they aren't able to get a hold of my capital or Canada's capital, we should be good to go. My infamy is finally below that amount. So let's go ahead and 2 arms. And this should sort itself out very, very fast. But I need to put this army on attack first. Better not make that mistake. Alright, cool. That's it sorted. So, we'll go ahead and grab this army, and we'll put it over here. I don't want to have an extra front to deal with over there. I've forgotten I had 2 armies over in this zone. Did South Madagascar win its war with Germany? No, it did not. It's German protectorate. 2 arms. Hey! Austria-Hungary bailed. That's wonderful. Alright, so we've got Montenegro, and this is a peace deal that's just independence. They're not going to get Sinai because these are unpressed. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this Sorghol, and that means we can get the rest of our forces over to Bengal to help out with India. This army needs a new commander. Bengal is in default. Well, that's unfortunate. This guy's an ethno-nationalist, but he's a stalwart defender in reserve, so let's go ahead and grab him. And this guy's cruel, but he is an offensive planner. He's a vanguardist, which isn't great. This guy's also a vanguardist. He's a surveyor, which is excellent, but he's also reckless, which is terrible. Just the worst. So yeah, so we'll get this one instead. I don't think I can actually reach that other front. Oh, no, I can't. Alright. But I can reach this one. So I'll have you head there. Set you guys to advance. Heavy barrage. Third Turkish fleet has low org because it doesn't need to exist. What else? Oh yeah, insufficient construction for construction pool. Let's go ahead and queue in some construction sectors. I really went way over my infrastructural capacity in Ankara, and also we're short on market access in Trabzon, so let's go ahead and build up there. And we'll build some new construction sectors there as well. We'll go with 5. We'll go with 5 construction sectors in Khorasan. And Persia is basically good to go. We definitely use some in Egypt. Oh, not actually that much labor available in Egypt. But there is some available in Brunei and Kordofan. So let's go ahead and build there. And we are building railways in these zones. Yes, I did see to them. Cool. And we'll need more in Equatoria. Secession in Senegal. Don't need to concern myself over much with that. So I did go over in infamy, and it did kind of cause a problem. So that's why I'm very conscientious about that. I'm going to start improving relations with my protectorates once again. Austria-Hungary is damaging relations. Can't imagine why they would be doing that. What if they could just relax? If they considered just relaxing? I need to be paying more attention to this. I think USA and Germany are in a war. What are you... Germany's trying to grab Liberia. USA wants to grab... No, Germany and Panama, and USA wants to open the German market. That's wild. And this is an uprising in Morocco, and there's something going on in Spain. Spain is having a communist uprising. I can't offer support. I can offer support. But I cannot because our relations are not good enough. Dang. Well, it is what it is. Perhaps we'll see a communist Spain before too long. Which would certainly be a development. Hey, it looks like East Africa did get itself free from... Oh, weird. Constitutional principality, a single-party state monarchy. How curious. Wait, I think the rebels won. That's wild. Alright, and now we've got a hold of all of that territory in Bengal, so that should be good to go. Well, this presents us with an opportunity. They only have a truce with Britain, so I could get control of that area. Nyamwezi, we are improving relations with right now. I could reduce Mexico sides with Spain. Well, that's good. Can't get Spain as a protectorate, but that would be fun. So where's my infamy now? My infamy now is now at 22.8. So I think, with that having said, I think with Italy on the side of whatever kind of Spain this is, of traditionalist Spain, I think we're still in good. I think they're in good stead. I think the communists will probably lose this. They will need to naval invade because there's no area there. What happened with the Portuguese Civil War? I think Portugal won. Yeah, because there's still a British protectorate over there. Well, that is what it is. You know, it's funny. I thought that Bengal was at like second place in the Great Powers for a while, but they've really kind of leveled off with the and fallen in rank, in overall prestige. I'm still very much on top here. Turkey stands astride the world like a colossus, ready to challenge all threats. And there's the end of that war. So, it's been a long and war-filled episode. We achieved protectorate over Bikaner. We got I'm pronouncing this the most yank-brained way possible, but that's just how my brain works. So it is what it is. We established a protectorate over Bikaner. We got into a war with on the side of Canada against Russia, and ended up having to go toe-to-toe with Austria-Hungary as a result. We got ourselves a hold of the rest of Montenegro, finally. Standard of living here is not great, but we'll putz with some production methods and see if we can get things back on track over there. And then we helped Bengal in their civil war, all while expanding our armed forces and generally improving the situation of things. I've had fun, I hope you've had fun, and I'll see you all on the other side.